Today we're going to check out the Fabula card deck for authors. I know this is not a channel for authors, and that's really not even the point. The point is, on their sales page, they did an amazing job of offering you the option to purchase this as a physical product and as a digital download, or even better, to purchase this as a bundle so you can save some money. So let's talk about how you could do that as well. Hi everyone, I'm Lisa from Pretty Fabulous, and I help online businesses create beautiful digital downloads using Adobe InDesign. So if this sounds like you or something you might be interested in, make sure to hit the subscribe button below. I post new videos every Monday and Thursday, and I do unboxings on Saturday. So today I just wanted to talk about selling card decks. Now, if you have been thinking about selling your own card deck, I actually have two videos on that. One, how to do it, and two, how to actually create them in InDesign. So it's more of a tech tutorial. So I will leave links to that below or in the cards. And I also have a handy dandy handout for you that not only tells you how to do it, but it also gives you two of my favorite card vendors. I know I never give out vendors. I'm like, you need to buy my course, but I've just given you the vendors. So you might want to check out that download. All right. So Fabula is an Italian company that makes these little cards for authors if they want to create like a board on the wall to help them with plotting. Fabula, I know what you're thinking. Is it because they're fabulous? It is not. Fabula is Italian for plot or fable. So I guess if you're Italian or you speak Italian, it probably makes more sense to hear the word fabula, because when I heard it, I was like, oh, is this because they're fabulous? That was my first thought. So anyways, these were pretty expensive for like how small and cheap kind of they were. So I don't mean cheap like I'm trying to talk down about, but they were really cheap to manufacture. They were a standard card deck side. So whenever you go to any of those card manufacturers that I pointed out, those vendors will charge a premium price for any card deck that is large or oversized or something different. Like if you've ever played poker, there's always like the Texas poker deal thing or deck, which I guess is, I don't know if it's for people who need like special eyeglasses because they need them bigger. They just like big playing cards, but those always cost more. So these are cheap to make, and they shipped over from Italy. I don't even remember if they charged me shipping, but let's go ahead and take a look at that sales page together. All right, here is the sales page. And can we just talk about how great of a product name this is? Fabula. In Italian, it means fable and plot, and yet in English, it just sounds like the word fabulous. So as I said, you can purchase it in Italian, which obviously makes sense. It's an Italian company. So here's what they did. They said $34.90 shipping plus taxes included. So that's just if you want the physical box. Next, they ask you if you want to get two of the boxes because, you know, as a writer, maybe you'll put it up on the wall or you're working on multiple projects, or you know, cards get stuck in the wall, they get kind of worn, and then you need another one. So that totally makes sense. The only thing, I wish someone would do the math for me. I mean, it's not that hard. It saves you about $20 or I guess $19.10 or something. And then over here, the DIY pack is a printable that you just print out and then you cut on your own, which I was kind of worried because on the back, you maybe have to line things up, but since the back is white, it really doesn't matter. So then in theory, what you could do is it doesn't matter if you have the cards because you could just keep printing them out. And then they have another option for a bundle where you get the physical deck plus you get the printables. Now that's the one I purchased. And then over here, and then it says 7 to 10. It actually came pretty quick considering it was coming from Italy. I didn't feel like I waited long actually at all. And then over here, you're going to get, this is like a new thing. You're like, wait, what is this? Intuity Creative Cards. So when you go to their company website, they actually sell more products than just the Fabula. So in case you wanted to get some of their other products, I'm doing it. Saphiro, I guess, creative products, it will bundle all these together. And so in theory, it looks like you're paying almost half to get all of these things. Now, I will say that I was interested in getting the other ones, but because if you look here, what happens is when you click this, it does take you away from that sales page. So then you're like, oh, I guess I'm gonna try something else. So this is creative cards, which are more just like, they kind of look like tarot cards, but they're like writing prompts, which to me have never been useful, but that's just me personally. I'm sure a lot of other authors like would do that. So now you're over here and now you're on another sales page. So it's a little confusing. Let's look at the third one, the Cicero. And this is how to pitch your novels and movies. And again, you know, I'm kind of in the writing phase. I mean, not that I wouldn't need that maybe later, but this seems kind of far-fetched to me. So it's like, I'm still just trying to plot things out. I haven't even written the book, but they were showing a lot of different things that you could use it for. And I'm guessing it comes with the same options. Let's go ahead and check it out for the digital plus the printed. Yep. Here we go. Digital printed. So they use that same model. I think this is an excellent model. It's really great. But let's go ahead and look at these Fabula cards all on their own. So these are tiny itty bitty cards, which kind of makes them look cheap. It's 2.5 wide by 4 inches tall. So like a standard card deck. I don't know why. I think because they were advertised as being, I don't know, premium and they cost so much. I thought they'd be nicer. But yeah, they're just kind of like a cheap card deck. That's what I think of when I think of these tiny card decks, but that could just be me. All right, so it says Fabula deck here, and it has some instructions on the back. It has designed in Italy by Siefert and Fabula, the writer's deck. So let's try to open this up. And surprise, surprise, we have more shrink wrap, which really doesn't add to the value. I would have rather just had large cards, like 3.5 by 5 inches, or like 5 by 6, I think. All right, so what do we have here? Okay, we have white all on one side, and these are, I know you can't feel them, these are super shiny, kind of glossy, so I don't even know how I would write on them. Let me see. I don't know. I think they're meant to be written on. So I have a permanent, oops, I have a permanent marker, which, let's see how that works. And yep, just like I thought, it comes off. I guess you could just use a dry erase and then just know that that will always come off. Okay, so let's look at the actual cards. So we have our blue cards, which are our asset cards. Over here, heroes, allies, enemies, narrator, subplot 1, 2, concept, theme, form, mood board, space, magical objects. So those are your asset cards. Then we're moving on to, looks like there's 3 types of cards. We have character cards in here. So we have story development, ordinary world, call to action, anxiety of the call, mentor's aid, through the threshold, new world, trials, fulfillment, nightfall, central trial, outcome, relapse, resurrection, oops, conclusion, hero 1, hero 2, narrator. Okay, so those are our character cards. And over here we have reader steps, editing, prologue, setup, catalyst, rising action, midpoint, crisis, climax, solution, epilogue, order of events, conflict of evolution. So that's it. Remember, everything on the back is white. Remember, if you have customers that are not in the US, obviously they are in Italy, so they assume that the majority of their customers are going to be in the US or in the UK or Canada and English speaking. So I think these actually came in Italian as well, which is a whole other thing. But I think being able to offer a printable because people like instantly want it that minute is a huge benefit that you should be thinking about offering to your customers. Now, remember, in my shop, every single planner comes with a digital planner version, and that is a clickable digital planner that you can open up on your iPad, use the Apple Pencil, click through and flip through the pages and write in it just like it looks like a faux planner. So you should be offering both options always to all of your customers with that option to buy the digital only or buy the physical or bundle it together. So I think you're missing out on a lot of great sales if you're not able to do that. So let me know what you think. Have you also run into this as well when you go to purchase something and they offer a digital download and you're like, you know what? I would like to do that option as well, because I know I did both options, especially because I'm glad I did, because you think like I will probably want to print them out and reuse them. And because I know the print vendors, I can send them out, and I will probably resize them to make them a little bigger. All right, I hope everyone's having a fabulous day. Remember, if you would like to create your own card deck, make sure to download my handy dandy cheat sheet with my preferred card vendors, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.